Hey everybody, Lene here with Interview Like an Expert. Today I want to talk about the online job application process and how you can try to get your online applications seen by more hiring managers and recruiters. First, I need to talk about the fact that 98% of Fortune 500 companies and a very large number of small and mid-sized businesses are now using applicant tracking system software, ATS for short. Now, this applicant tracking system software is the place where your resume is going, right? It's what's taking in all of this information. So when you find a posting online on one of the larger job posting sites like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, or whether you find a posting on a company website, however you're applying, that information is going into an applicant tracking system in all likelihood. So you're taking the time to upload your resume, right? Then sometimes you're actually cutting and pasting the content of your resume into another form. And you go through a very time consuming process, right? To get all of this information in the way that the company wants it. And then you send it away. And sometimes you hear nothing, it's crickets, right? Even if you're a really perfect match for the role. And sometimes even worse, you get back a very quick rejection email that says, no, thank you. We've found other applicants who are a better fit. Well, today, what I want to talk to you about is some of the nuances of these systems and how you can work around them. So, you do need to absolutely leverage online job applications as part of your job search process. It's an important part, right? When companies are paying money to post those jobs, they want to get them filled and they're looking for qualified applicants. So once you go through that process of applying, the key to success is knowing that applying is just the first step. The reality is that, especially now in today's environment, due to COVID, we have more people searching for fewer job opportunities. Over a year ago, I spoke to an HR manager who told me that for a single job posting, for an operations manager or director, I can't remember which level it was, she received 2,000 applications, and this is pre COVID. So you can imagine that post COVID, those numbers may be even higher for a single application. So, this is part of the reason that companies and HR professionals and recruiters are using online applicant tracking system software because they can't possibly sort through all of those resumes like I used to do when I was a recruiting manager, right? Back in the day, I was receiving mailed in resumes to my HR department, and then I would go and grab piles of resumes and bring them to my desk, and I would read through each and every one. That just doesn't happen today. So, as a job applicant, you need to know how you can work around the system and get your application seen. So, one of my favorite pieces of advice is if you see a role that you are very well qualified for, your resume and your qualifications and your work experience are a really solid match for this particular role that you're applying for, then absolutely apply online, whether it's through the company website, which of course would be my first choice, or through one of the job posting sites where you see the job. But then what's important is to next take an additional step. You want to go on LinkedIn and you want to search for the talent acquisition manager or the recruiting manager or the hiring manager, whatever the title is that you think would be the boss of this role. You want to search for those people and find them on LinkedIn and send them a connection request that says, I just applied for the XYZ role and I think my skills and experience are a perfect fit. I'd love to talk to you more about this opportunity, period. Now, hopefully, if you do this, your LinkedIn profile is really well set up. It should be complete. It should have all of the same information as your resume so that when that hiring manager or talent acquisition manager or recruiting manager goes to look at your profile, they will see the information you want them to see that absolutely supports that you're a great candidate. Now, you know why I recommend this strategy? I recommend it because of what I mentioned a few minutes ago. These recruiters, HR people, they just can't get through all those applications. So you're actually helping them when you do this. You're calling attention to yourself as a candidate. Now, doing this isn't going to guarantee that you get an interview, but it's certainly going to give you a much better shot at getting noticed and having somebody look at your profile and possibly connecting with you and reaching out and saying, "Hey, send me your resume. I'd really like to see it." That's the good news. The good news is you can have a measure of control over your application potentially being seen, but it requires a few extra steps on top of the online application process in order to get around these systems. My advice to candidates is that to get around this technology, the secret is not to optimize your resume or to change the keywords in your resume with every application you do. Rather, the secret is to go around the systems by going direct to the people who are involved in the hiring process. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that you take these practices and these proven strategies and you start trying to use them during your job search. And I can't wait to hear about your results. Until next week, thanks for being here and bye for now.